Thank you, everyone, for joining in today. As had promised, we are bringing to you a seven-part series called the Hospitality Dialogue, an exclusive channel and program for hospitality educators in India, where we discuss some pertinent topics pertaining to hospitality education. To kickstart our series, today we are joined by Dr. Anant Verma, whose introduction that you have already read, and Dr. Shantanu Dasgupta, whose introduction you have read too. Just to add to the introduction of Dr. Shantanu Dasgupta, he is also the initiator of Atiti Devo Bhava. It's a WhatsApp community of hospitality educators and industry professionals. And this is where Encovate tied up, looking at the interface of bridging the gap between education, academia, and industry. First question is to both of you, and you could take turns alphabetically to answer this. Is we're talking about a change in curriculum, redesigning the hospitality curriculum. Could you please elaborate when we talk about redesigning the hospitality curriculum? What all topics or what all are the broad areas that we would like to redesign? Dr. Anant Verma?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for making me the part of this grand thing, ma'am. The what topic we have selected today, that is the perfect what we exactly need in the industry, because we have seen the turnover in the industry, people, students going into the industry, and they are leaving the industry very soon, within an year and so. Then that means we are lacking somewhere behind. That is for sure. We have to admit this part, that we are lacking somewhere behind. Especially after COVID, the world of hospitality has changed, no doubt. Moreover, after introduction of this AI thing which has come into the market, this has shattered the entire thing. So what I believe is there are strong innovations needs to be included in the curriculum that are very, as per the industry norms, as per the industry standards. What we feel is there are few things what needed to be included in the curriculum, like if you go for the integration of technology and digital literacy. आज के डेट में this seems to be very important, like introduce the modules like emerging technologies in the hospitality industry, like AI, data analytics, and the most important thing is contactless service. The hotels are coming up with a new thing that is known as contactless services. We have to put emphasis on the digital marketing as well as online reputation management. This, as everything is going online day by day. And besides this, the new thing which is into the market is now is sustainable practices. Like we have to include the modules like waste management and energy conservation, sustainable source to groom the future hoteliers. The priority should be on environmental responsibility. The third thing, what I feel should be given to the curriculum is to enhance to provide the global perspective, considering the international nature of the hospitality industry, because the nature is slowly changing. The things are getting globalized slowly. And besides this, we have got normally there are many colleges which are following this thing, that they have crisis management, adaptive leadership. They have got these chapters or modules included in some or the other subjects. But there's one more thing which I hardly see any of the colleges follow. This is the risk management. The risk management, when they go in when the people students, they go into the industry, the most important part is they have to analyze what is the risk they are going to face. If this thing happens, then what the necessary steps needs to be taken. So these are the crisis management and the risk management. That's what I feel that needs to be taken care of. And after this COVID, this as I said, that the curriculum needs to be changed. So the new thing what needs to be student needs to be prepared is to they have to navigate the unexpected challenges such as pandemics, natural disasters, and even geopolitical events. These are the new things which are coming up in the market. We have to make our students prepared for this. And what I feel is the industry is nowadays looking for multiple skills. It's not only that you need to go for uh, only one department. They are looking for multiple skills. So there are some colleges like we, in fact, we also follow that in final year students select their specialization, and we make them flexible that if we are choosing front office, that front office as a specialization in the final year, if you want to attend the food production classes parallelly which is running on, you can go into that class also. So we need to be flexible in that, but maximum of the colleges, they are not following this. That's what I prefer in this thing.
Sure, sure. Thanks so much for all of those inputs. Dr. Dasgupta?
I want to add something
Yes sir,
because
please.
OTAs have become so popular in today's date. The online reviews that has to be on the toes for the hotels to get more revenue. And somewhere, somehow, if that is being given stress in the curriculum or being taught how to get the reviews, how to make people happy and make them write those reviews in the on the Google platform or whatever platform it is which influences the business, that is most important in today's date, rather than writing a guest feedback form which is kept used to be kept folded on the bed, on the near the bedside table. And those days are basically, I believe, they are gone.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I understand from both of you, what you have mentioned, uh, pertaining to the redesign of curriculum, we are talking about a content change in the curriculum. We're talking also about a change in the way the delivery today happens. There is an influence of technology which is coming in place even in the delivery, not just the classroom sessions, but looking at virtual mode of delivery. We are also spoken about industry exposures. So this is a question which came up in our last discussion during our launch of EncoWait. How many industrial exposures are needed for a student? Can we talk about that, Dr. Dasgupta, with you first?
Yeah, if we talk about industrial exposure, when we talk about the industrial exposure training, basically in most of the hotels, keeping some specific good training departments apart, the students are not given training. They are basically used in the banquets as cheap laborers, which is very unfortunate, but that's the reality. And that is where Dr. Verma has rightly mentioned that the students take a call whether they should join the industry or they should go somewhere else because they are dissatisfied with the treatment what they get. It is a very common thing or a very normal thing when there is a marriage happening in a house. The new wed, that little girl which comes in a new house as a new wife in the family, if she is not treated, she doesn't like because she has come to a new family. Same happens to a student when he or she joins the industry and gets a wrong treatment from somebody who's very senior, like abusing this people, like giving them extra hours and not getting the benefit out of it. They do not get offs. So these things are a certain, say, negative effect which gives means immense pressure on the mind to flip the industry, and that is where we are
Right.
means losing good talents.
Right, right. But we're also talking about a place where we are saying that there will be multiple exposures for the students. So if we fix those things, what do you think would be the number of multiple exposures that is required by the student? Because we're talking about that academic curriculum doesn't really help. It is on the job learning. Now, provided that hotels or for that matter organizations look at on the job learning, how many such exposures should a student have?
Madam, just to mention that with the NEP coming on board, There is no scope for a 6 months exposure training, which used to be there, which we have done, and which the current students are going through. From this year onwards, the new curriculum which has come up, they are not offering a whole semester of training. So the training will be, it will be bifurcated or trifurcated according to the need of the means the curriculum. So there is a maximum of I believe 2 months of training together, not more than that. So in that curriculum, in the NEP, everybody has to follow the NEP, and in the NEP they clearly mention that let the student be strong in academics, rather the theory part, and simultaneously their training goes on in various aspects inside the premises, means the college premises, and as well as in the industry. But it will not be a semester long training. So maybe in coming days, what we will find that the new curriculum which is being developed by AICT and other universities as well as National Council, they will not have so long training session. That will not be there. Maybe multiple training sessions will be there, but the timing will be very short.
Yes, I got it. I think it is a wonderful thought process. I would actually request that we should do a session on NEP for the awareness of all the teachers as well, and maybe have couple of teachers come and talk about the NEP compliances, going forward. Yeah, that's a separate discussion altogether for another day. But I think it's relevant going forward. We must do it.
We are getting food for thought for plenty of new episodes coming up.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
But my second question to you, Dr. Anant, is can you again highlight on the core subject areas? Like you had mentioned on specific subjects, what more is required to be built in the curriculum? And then, Dr. Shantanu, you could also answer the same.
Yes, ma'am. In fact, a very good topic. In fact, a question what you have this thing is the new, the type of study normally, the curriculum, as I've already said that what all new things to be taught. And the way how the students needs to be taught, that needs to be considered. In fact, what I feel that is the most important thing here in our university normally we do is we encourage guest lectures. Normally maximum of the colleges do, we normally prefer people calling from the industry. Suppose I want some topics to be covered by the industry professionals, I call some front office manager from Taj or somebody just to have 2 hour session with the students. And they are I give him the class, all the entire my hotel management students, they are in the class, and they have full 2 hours of discussion. It's not that he teaches the students, he discusses the student apart from what I teach from the books, from the syllabus. Apart from that, what is the new thing which has come to the market, which is the new, what they have introduced, what they are following that in the industry in their hotel. So that they normally do this. And industrial visit, I feel that is the most important, even in the I mean just at the first semester itself, when the student joins the college somewhere in the month of August. In fact, all the curricula or the courses starts just after 1 month. I think the student needs to go to the visit to the hotel just to understand what is a 5-star hotel, because maximum of the students doesn't even they haven't even entered the luxury hotels and all. So what I feel is guest lecture, workshop, industrial visit, these are the most important thing. And the last, the thing what I have told is about just for the students. Now, some things we, being a educator, we needs to inculcate in ourselves. As we are into hoteliering, we are all aware that the new things getting introduced into the market, into the hotels every day. So we also needs to be trained like that. So what I believe is every year at least 15 days refresher training is required for we faculties. We should go into the industry and see. what is exactly happening. Suppose I am a front office person, Shantanu sir is a housekeeping person. We should go into our any hotel, spend there at least 6 to 8 hours daily, for stay there for 15 days. What are the new things which are coming up in the market? So unless and until I know, how would how would be I able to deliver it to the students? So that is what I feel is, for the educators, we need to have this thing inculcated in ourselves, so that just we can develop a good budding hotelier, so that they stick to the industry later on.
Sure, sure. Thanks so much. Valid points, Dr. Anand. Dr. Dasgupta,
Yeah, I add to it that other than hospitality industry exposure, or rather the hotel exposure, for the faculty members, I would like the faculty members to indulge into some sort of research work as well. Because research, when you are into research, your mind works very fast. And when your mind is working very fast, you can innovate various ideas which might help, if you can carry on with some experiments and all, which might help the students in understanding better, in getting examples, live examples from the teachers. They can idolize people there, and they can take up some topics or some projects which might change the society completely. So this is something which can be done on behalf of the teachers, to make it more exciting, that I am working on this project, you come up, you be a part of this project, and we completely, means totally, we are collaborating and developing the project. So this is one way. And for the students, if, as we are talking about that, giving them introduction about the hotels, yes, that is very much necessary, very much necessary from the first year, maybe in the first semester, and in the first 15 days, I believe they should understand what is a hotel all about, so that they can understand, this is my arena where I'm going to start my career with. So they have a basic understanding that this is what the job is all about, this is where the people work, this is how the departments look like, and this is what type of job I'm going to do. Somewhat an idea, which is very important.
it is also understood that teachers today are not very technologically savvy. What do you have to say about that? Are all teachers in the institutions today, technologically savvy? Do they have a LinkedIn profile? Do they access, work on the laptop? How do we get them educated? Because more than, it's all in the mind. It's like we don't need to learn this any longer. I'm going to retire, or I've just few years to go. Why is this needed? How do we handle this?
Ma'am, what I feel here is, the day when being a teacher, when I start thinking that I could not be taught, I'm gone. I shouldn't be called a teacher, in fact, because learning never stops. I, being a senior professor in my college, if I say that nobody can teach me, that is wrong. In fact, you won't believe, I am in touch with my alumni. To I speak to them regularly. Ki what are the new things? What you do in your front office? The students, they are calling me, and where they have been briefed on the final day of the college. Ki beta, you need to be in touch with me if any new thing get introduced into your hotel. So they are still in touch with me. Ki sir, this is a new thing. So I make sure that I teach the students there. And if I say that no, I couldn't be taught, then I'm sure I wouldn't be able to deliver that. So we, being as a teacher, we need to be flexible enough to the new changes, what is being, it's what's been there. But normally what I've seen is, people, if they're very senior people and all, who are about to retire and all, they are very this thing, they don't know how to use the online platforms and all. But they need to be flexible. They said that no, it's not required, मेरे जमाने में नहीं चला है, I don't know, मैं चल सकता हूँ. But no, this is not, because आपके जमाने में नहीं चला है, but you are teaching today's Jamana students. So you have to be that flexible so that people can accept the way how you are teaching. Dr. Dasgupta, can you please elaborate on this issue?
Yes, definitely. Like change is only constant. That's for sure. And today, if we think we are updated, tomorrow again we are getting outdated. So every day we need to learn something, and the learning is never ending story. That's for sure. So it is the same for the students as well as for the teachers. It is obvious, as Madam has already mentioned, that there are few faculty members who are into teaching for many years and in the verge of retirement. They do not respond to those changes. We started learning with chalk and blackboard. Gradually, the blackboard became green board. The chalks became dustless chalks. Then came the whiteboard with the markers. Now the whiteboards and markers are gone. Now it is all smart TVs which have come into the classrooms. I don't know what is going to come next. So daily we are learning. Daily the technological changes are coming. So unless and until a teacher is into it, how do we expect that the student is getting attracted to it and the student will learn it? Because learning has to be a fun. When you are not enjoying your learning, you will not learn. That is what I've learned in my in student life, as a student, as a teacher. The whole episode is a student life. I'm still learning. Every day it's a learning thing for us. And whatever I've learned till date, that no learning is enough. You have to learn, you have to unlearn, and you have to relearn. That process has to go on to make things interesting so that a student enjoys and can excel in life.
Right. My last question to both of you would be, what initiatives are being taken at your respective colleges in terms of whatever we spoke about? Redesigning of curriculum, staying ourselves, currently updated with technology trends, current trends. Can you please elaborate on the same so that our viewers could also learn about the new initiatives being driven at different colleges?
May I start with the answer, please, Dr. Verma?
Yes, sir, please, please.
Okay. The initiatives which has been taken in my college, that is Pelan College of Management and Technology, I am into some innovation. Okay, and let me share one of the innovations on this platform. It is I have gone into certain things like a smart card, which is our that swiping card which we use. The smart card will be the things are getting developed. The smart card will be accessing your points of contact everywhere in the hotel, and you can be tracked through that card inside the hotel. So if a person, say a guest, is not in the good shape, may have lost the card somewhere, the card can be traced out of it. So this is one thing which is getting developed in my institution right now. Number two, one more innovation which has already been means published as a patent in my name. It's a insurance which will come up in the industry probably very soon. It has been already been published. The grant is yet to be done. It is the low cost insurance for the guest. In today's date, you will be means you'll come to know that there is no insurance for a guest staying in a hotel. You have your personal insurance, but there is no insurance inside the hotel. This uh, invention will give you an opportunity to get an insurance at only 1 rupee. Now, that will be deducted from your room rent. The hotel has no problem because it's only 1 rupee per day per person. Not an issue. The hotel remains free. The insurance company will be happy because that how many incidents or unforeseen incidents happen inside the hotel, because hotel has their own security system. So the insurance company will be happy in offering this. The government will be happy because they are going to get their GST out of it. pan India it is going to happen. So these are two things which would like to mention, that which I am working on. Dr. Verma, from your side, please.
Sure. Thanks so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Shantanu. In fact, a very new thing what I have come across, the insurance thing, it's really a mind-blowing thing what you have. I mean, it's a very new thing what has come to the this thing now. What we design in the curriculum, like we are trying to follow up the NEP which has been introduced. So we haven't received the NEP structure as of now, but we somehow we understand how the NEP is going to organize. So we have tried to inculcate all those NEP things into this thing. As Dr. Shantanu said, that the training internship, it's not going to be 22 weeks as it used to be earlier. In fact, we are into the shape to have that thing done in every semester for 1 month or 2 months or something like that. But instead of the 22 weeks, that will be segregated into 3 years at the starting of the session or at the end of the session. They need to complete that 2 months, and then only they come and appear for the end semester examinations. These are the things. And the other thing, what is the industry connect has we have made compulsory. That is, in every semester, industry connect is required. Means guest lectures from the industry. That has become mandatory, that every semester will carry at least 1 to 2 guest or more, even more guest lectures, but particularly guest lectures needs to be from industry only. So the executives or departmental heads or even general managers from some hotels, they would be invited in the upcoming sessions for the to take the to interact with the students. This is all. There are many new things which are into the market, but we are still trying to funnel that up. And shortly, I believe within a month or two, we'll be having shipping that up as well.
Right. Thank you so much, sir, for this. And I'm glad to know about the initiatives being taken at both the colleges at an innovation level and at an operational executional level. In fact, at Encovate also, we are trying to follow the NAP compliance and providing guest lectures, industry connects through the Encovate platform is something that we are really hoping to bring in a standardization across multiple hotel management colleges. I believe there are some, 5,000 odd colleges in India today pertaining to hotel management, and they should all benefit for the same. Bring everyone up to a certain level playing field. Again, like we said, we will look forward to your inputs and going forward, many such interesting sessions. Any last parting thoughts behind this initiative that you would like to encourage everyone who's watching or would be watching to participate? Any last words from you both, sir?
Let me speak up. It's a
Yes, sir, please.
fantastic. It is a fantastic initiative taken by you, ma'am. Uh, Congratulations and best wishes for this initiative. I believe that many industry experts as well as academicians should come up and should share their thoughts, so that the future is secured for our students. That is, and the future is secured for our country and our future. That's what is from my side.
I would like to add on what Dr. Shantanu has said. Ma'am, in fact, this is one of the best platform. In fact, we can interact. But I would request that in future we can have a session like where you get a platform where the industry professionals as well as we faculties, we the teachers, educators, we are on the same platform to have the things discussion. Let that thing go on to the open discussion. What is that they required, and what we can do. I think if we both are on the same platform, if we start learning this, besides what Dr. Shantanu said, to save our country, that is most accepted thing. We'll save our industry.
time into this. And yes, we will come up in future of sessions like you had experienced one during our launch event where both industry speakers and academicians came together on the same platform. We'll try to have one very soon again. Once more, thank you, Dr. Dasgupta. Thank you, Dr. Verma, for your precious time. And we look forward to connecting soon again over multiple different sessions. Yes, I would love to sign off at this stage. Appreciate again for joining in. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
sir.